Join without us.
What is it now? Welcome, good evening, welcome to our free training, Google Tools for Educators, Enhancing Teaching and Learning. Welcome. Welcome to our free training on Google Tools for Educators, Enhancing Teaching and Learning. Happy to have you. Once we are up to 10, we will start so others can catch up later. So we are 3. Let's wait for 7 more people. Welcome. Hope it has been a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday. We are now 4. Welcome. Please, you can drop your name and where you are joining us live from. Welcome to free training for Google Tools for Educators, Enhancing Teaching and Learning, powered by Tech in Teaching Academy. This is our way of giving back to the society. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I said that once we are up to 12, we will start. Once you're up to 10, but we are 12 now, I think we should start. Drop your comments, your reactions. I will attend to them later. So let us get going. So this is Google Tools for Educators, Enhancing Teaching and Learning. It is powered by Tech in Teaching Academy. In this free video training, you will learn 10 Google tools that are free for educators. You're going to learn what the educators, what we teachers, how we can use these Google tools, what they are used for, and how they can enhance our teaching career and our life as a person or as an individual. You know, being a 21st century teacher, we need to be technically digitally inclined. So in this training, I'm going to expose you to these free 10 Google tools that are basically for educators. Thank you. Now, who am I? I am Ijeoma Bertha. I'm an educator and I am a digital instructor. I am the lead instructor. Tech in Teaching Academy is an online school that runs for 20 days. Teachers learn digital skills that are relevant in 21st century teaching and learning. This is our banner. And this is what we do in Tech in Teaching Academy. Now, you might be thinking, you know, scammers are everywhere. So it's better you get familiar with me. If you are meeting me for the very first time, I am Ijeoma Bertha. It is my picture that is in the middle, as you can see. That's my husband, and these are my 2 kids. So you have nothing to worry about. So relax, you are on a safe hand. All right, and this again is my Facebook handle. One is my profile page, Edozie Ijeoma Bertha. one is Teachers Training Hall. It's Teachers Training Hall that actually gave birth to Tech in Teaching Academy. Some of us here has known me for a very long time in Teachers Training Hall, where we rub minds together, deal with things that relate to us as teachers and our well-being. All right, so it's time to get to the business of the day. Google tools for educators, enhancing teaching and learning. Most of us, we don't really know much about Google. But then, why are we here? Why do you have to leave your bedtime or a time that you should enjoy with your family and you are here listening? Why are we here? One is to learn Google tools that will help us as educators, that will help us in our teaching. That is why we are here. And do you know that in so doing, we are creating an edge for ourselves, we are setting ourselves up for success. This is just one of the good ways, I must say, to start 2025. And I tell you, in 2025, if you make career professionalism, career enhancement, learning and unlearning and relearning a priority in 2025, by December 2025, you will look back and say, wow, I have done something great for myself. You are going to skyrocket. You are going to go up the ladder success. I am telling you, mark my words. By December 2025, if you make it a point of duty to learn one thing that has to do with teaching and teachers every month in this 2025, by October, November, you'll be glad you did. It will help you. You will move away from the gang of teachers that always complain about poor numeration and poor this and poor that, because you have added more value to yourselves. Then valuable things will pursue you. We're going to see how we can use Google tools to add value to ourselves. That's why we're here. Okay, now what is Google? Some of us, we just limit Google to search engine, where we just look, if we have something we want to look for the meaning of a word, we are confused about something, we just go to Google and search. In fact, some of us don't even go to Google. There are some questions that teachers will be asking and you'll be wondering, don't you know that you'll be wondering, this question, you ought to go to Google and type in and Google will give you answer for this. But that's by the way. Now, and some of us that use Google just use it for search engine. We limit Google for search engine, but Google goes beyond that. Google has about 10 tools. Basically, it has more tools, but 10 tools basically that are for teachers. And guess what? They are free. You're going to use these tools free of charge, or if you're paying little or nothing. Now, why should you learn Google tool as an educator? One is for employability. If you have this digital skill, you can use Google tools that we are going to list here or we are going to learn about today very well. Your rate of being employable will increase. That is one thing. Then two is that it helps you in your business or in career or skill growth. It's going to help you because in fact you become you will become a demand because you have placing so much value to yourself. And another thing, there are some teachers that has a side business and others. So having these digital skills, it will help you in your business. And guess what? They are absolutely free, or you are paying nothing compared to what other companies give. Now, getting started, how do we locate these tools? Now, if you are using laptop, when you log into your laptop, you just type Google account, your name, your picture will appear. And when you look at the right hand side of your picture, you're going to see nine dots as I listed it here, as I showed the arrow here. These 9 dots, when you click on it, all the tools that we are talking about today will appear. Now let's get started. Now the Google tool number one we are going to look at is Gmail. Everybody has a Google account. Most of the times we just open an email, that's all we know. But when you open an email, is one account for so many things. So it's actually Google actually referred it as Google account. When you have an email, Google refers it as Google account. Now another one thing is that if you are using laptop, it's easier, but if you are using phone, you will download some of these apps, and I want to bet you they are very easy. I download them on my phone, I use them on my phone. When I log into my account, when I log into my email, everything I do on these apps that we are going to see will just automatically still be on the laptop. And that applies, probably I leave my environment, I log into my friend's account. For the fact that I'm logging with my account, I'm going to have access to these things I've done on my phone. That is amazing. So open a Google Mail that has Ijeoma at gmail.com. That is a Google account. You can open Google account for your school. When you use it to send letters, it become official. You can open Google account for your business. When you use it to send mail, somebody just patronize you, you just send that person a thank you message. Is of It gives you this structured vibes. So the Google number one we are looking at is Gmail, and I know most of us has Gmail, but if you are still using Yahoo, Hotmail, there is no problem. You can still open Google account. One thing with Google is that most of the things that Microsoft give you that you actually wanted to subscribe for, Google are giving those things for free. All right. So tool number one is Google Gmail account. All right, then this is a sample of an email box where you have your email, the day that this person sends, and the topic, the title. Now some of us don't know that checking mails on our spam is not bad. If most of the times, if I'm sending you an email message for the very first time, you will just Google Mail might flag it as a spam because they don't know me, I'm not in your contacts. Okay, so they will just flag it as a spam, and they move my mail to spam. So as a digitally inclined teacher, when somebody say, oh, I sent you an email, you check it in your inbox and you couldn't see it, please, before complaining, go to your spam and check. Most of the times you are going to see it in the spam. When you move it to your inbox, the mail or subsequent mails from that person or from that email address will not go to spam. So today, if you are not taking anything away, take away that checking spam mails is not bad, and not all mails flagged as spam are dubious mail. So this is a sample of a mail box. Now we move to Google tool number two, which is Google Docs. Google Docs. We know Microsoft Word. We use it for typing letters, all documentations. Yes. Now the same thing you do with Microsoft Word, you can do it with Google Docs. It's amazing. And one amazing thing with Google Docs is that, let me say you are taking minutes of a PTA meeting, you are taking the minutes with Google Docs. As they are talking, you are just paraphrasing it, and you are talking. Google Docs has the power to listen to your voice, just tap on the mic there, listen to your voice and start writing it. It has the power to convert from voice to text. So you are talking, is typing it for you. It's amazing, isn't it? Now Google Docs, and once the meeting is done, as a digitally inclined teacher, Google Docs has the ability, you can share the minutes of the meeting immediately. just tap on the share and enter the number of people, or tap or share it to the WhatsApp or email address of the people you want to share. Immediately the meeting is ended. So instead of waiting for the next time to read the minutes and start digesting it, participants must have gone through the meeting and they'll be amazed. They'll be, wow, how did you do it? That is the magic of using Google Docs. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Google did something great for teachers. Now, Google tool number 3 we are going to use is Google Slides. Everything you are seeing here, I use Google Slides to do them. Back in the days, I used to use a Microsoft PowerPoint. Yes, Google Slides is Microsoft is equivalent. It's the same thing as Microsoft PowerPoint because it's in slides. Now, when I use a Microsoft PowerPoint slides, I used to pay Microsoft 3,750 thereabout every month. I used to subscribe every month for me to be able, because I use PowerPoint often. So I used to subscribe for me to get all the amazing features I want in that Microsoft PowerPoint. But when I discover Google Docs, I use those features. My dear sisters and brothers, I use it free. I don't pay again. Google Docs amazing, and as I'm typing, it's saving it automatically. Probably I'm using the phone and something just drive took away my attention and all that, and I close it. It's saved automatically. And when I come, I continue from where I stopped. That is an amazing feature of Google Slides. Google Slides is the same thing as PowerPoint. So that is tool number 3. Google Slides. What can you use Google Slides as a teacher? As a teacher, especially if you want to go into online teaching, you are going to use more of slides presentation. You are going to do more of presentation. Your teaching should be in slides like this. So Google Slides give you that amazing feature to design whatever you want to design with pictures, with music, with videos. Google Slides gives you that amazing feature. And probably you are hosting a PTA meeting, an event, seminar. You decide to just prepare whatever you want to talk in the slides. It is amazing, and you are presenting it exactly like this. That is one amazing feature of Google Slides, and you can still share it the same way you share your Microsoft PowerPoint, and you can decide what the person you shared it, can that person be able to edit your work? You can just decide to share it as read only, so the person getting the slides can just read it without having the ability to edit it. Isn't that amazing? Yes, but in Microsoft Word you have to subscribe if you want to get this feature, but this feature is absolutely free in Google. Wow. Thumbs up to Google. Please, you can give it up to Google. Thank you. All right, we are moving on. I'm going to give first 10 Google tools that are basically free for educators and how we can use them to enhance our teaching and learning. I want you this year to step up your game. All right, so the Google tool number 4 we are looking at is Google Sheets. Google Sheets. Google Sheets is the same thing as Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is in sheets, is in rows and columns. So Google Sheets is a wonderful app or wonderful tool from Google that you can use to enter records. You used to take attendance for your children. You can actually do that in Google Sheets. And guess what? Instead of you now trying to calculate how many times a student is present and absent, these things will calculate it automatically for you, just for you to enter some little formulas, sum up, add this. Google Docs will do that automatically for you. So no more mistakes. For you to calculate number of days school open, you don't need to move around from one class to another class asking your colleagues. You just calculate the number of times the school open automatically, and it's going to give you accurate result. Wow. You can even decide to share this with somebody. Said, oh, my child is present today. You can decide to share it so that the person will see when the child is absent while others are in the class, you can still use the Google Sheets to prepare your result, or you can still use it to, when you have first term, second term, accumulating results and all that. Google Sheets is going to calculate it for you, sum it up without, you not feel any headache of calculating, making some silly mistakes that you so that will make you to start over and over. Google Sheets is going to do that with in a jiffy, with a in a jiffy, because it has the ability to do that, and you can share it with anybody, with administrator, with the head of school, with whosoever. Remember, you still have the ability to make it read only. So somebody don't edit it and it looks like as if you don't know what you are doing. Amazing, amazing. That is another free tool from Google that teachers can enhance. And this is just a sample of a Google Sheet. This is sample, just like you have your Microsoft Excel. This is a sample of a Google Sheet. All right, another Google tool, that is tool number 5, that we are going to look at today, is Google Meet. Wow, Google Meet is another game changer from Google. Why you can use a Microsoft Teams, why you can use Zoom. Zoom will just give you only 40 minutes for 60 participants, and that's all. But guess what? Google will give you 100 participants with 60 minutes free. And so if I'm having an online class, I prefer to use Google Meet, because Google Meet, I still have the ability to download their whiteboard and use it in my display, in my teaching, and I have 1 hour free. So if I want to have a PTA meeting where I want everybody's face to show, I can use Google Meet. That will give me 60 participants, 100 participants rather, for 60 minutes free. So if my meeting is going to last for 1 hour, I know that I'm timed already. And guess what? When it's getting to 55 minutes rather, Google will signal you, will send you a reminder that you have less than 5 minutes to go. Amazing. So you start rounding up. Wow, another wonderful tool by Google that teachers can use if you want to dive into the online teaching. Knowing how to use Google Meet is a prerequisite, is a compulsory thing. And having Google Meet, you can use it for your trainings, your workshop. You can use it for you can use it if you have group of schools. Now you want to have a joint meeting, just create a Google Meet link, send it to everybody. Everybody will appear, and you will have the meeting seamlessly. Oh yes, it's time to take a break. Let's take some water. Let's take some refreshment. And at this time, I am saying, congratulations, you are learning. You are getting better. In fact, you are on your way to becoming a digitally inclined teacher. You're going to do things differently this year. That orthodox method of teaching, as it were in the beginning, so shall it be, is coming to an end. You are going to teach differently, and by teaching differently, you are going to see teaching as if as something fun and enjoyable. So let's take a break. Thank you. You can send in your questions if you have. I'm going to respond to them later on. And Miss Samara, please, if you are here, just that we have so many scammers are everywhere. If you open the group, that they start sending unnecessary messages. I will have opened the WhatsApp group. So Miss Samara, if you can hear me, please open the WhatsApp group so that we can send in our questions. So I'm going to respond to them after the training. But just be cautious, any rubbish message, please delete for all. All right, thank you and welcome back to class. Good. So I said we are going to look at 10 Google tools that we can use as educators to enhance our teaching and learning. No more old way of doing things this year. So Google 2, number 6 we are looking at is Google Drive. That is a symbol for Google Drive. Google Drive helps you to save in the cloud. Oh, when you save in the cloud, even when you lose, even when you lost, even when you miss, even when you, whatever that happens to your device, your documents, whatever you have saved in your Google Drive, they are saved. They are saved forever there. Let me use that word. Yes, and guess what? Google gives us this drive for 15 MB free. And if I have 234 email address, all these 34 email address has 15 MB free from Google Drive, 15 gigabytes, not megabytes, gigabyte free. Is amazing. It's amazing. If you know how much big companies are spending to save in the cloud, because saving in the cloud makes your work to be there. For the fact you have access to your email address, you have access to those documents. Nobody tampers with them. Is the safest thing now. So Google gives us this drive 15 gigabyte free. Wow. And the same way you can share, you can see share from your gigabyte. You can see decide that this person is going to be read only. You can decide to, you can give people different permission. You can ask me to read only, then Mr. B, you can ask Mr. B to read and edit. Is amazing. Is amazing. Is amazing. So most of our lesson notes that we have, instead of having lesson notes several, you can save it on your Google Drive. So you have access to them. You just make some little editing and corrections, and you have another current lesson note than creating a lesson note every time, or jumping from one group or the other asking for lesson notes and all that. You can create your save it in your Google Drive, and that becomes a lesson note bank for yourself. What if when you have lessons in the class, you make a video of your lessons, you save it there, it's saved. So you don't have to complain of your device space and memory capacity. When you save it in your drive, you can go ahead and delete it. I have pictures that have been on my drive for more than 2 years. I just go there, I pick them up, videos and all that. So that is one amazing thing from Google, giving us this drive opportunity for you and I to save in the cloud. Amazing. Now another one is the Google Classroom. That is number 7. Google Classroom. Google Classroom became very common and what I say rampant during the COVID. Small schools started using Google Classroom for communication, and still some teachers don't know how to use Google Classroom, but that is not an issue. Google Classroom is a collaboration and communication tool. You can use it to give your children, your learners assignments, make announcements in the Google Classroom. And amazing, you can create as many classroom as possible. Yes, I'm taking chemistry for year 2, for year 4, year 5. I don't know how you for SS1, SS2. I can create a different classroom for SS1, create a different classroom for SS2. I can create and I'm taking integrated science for year 7. I can create a different classroom, so I can relate to them individually. It's amazing. You give them homework, they read, they upload back to that. You see mark and they see they're great, beautiful, and you still have access to it as long as you can remember your email address. Remember I said one account for everything. That's Google Classroom. So, and if you are trying to venture into the online space, online teaching, then knowing how to use Google Classroom is a prerequisite. Again, is another game changer, because that is where you'll be giving assessment to your participants. All right. So Google to number 8 is what we call the Google Forms. Wow, amazing. Forms, as we do fill forms. When you have new intake, you give their parent forms to fill their name, their sex, and every other thing. You can do that electronically and ditch the purpose. and ditch the papers. You can use Google Forms to create all manner of forms. You can use it to have opinion pool. You want to know how parents feel about your school, the teaching method, everything in the school. Now you just create this opinion pool, let them say their mind and all that, and you send it out as forms. They will feel it, get back to you. So from there, and one amazing thing is that when this Google will receive this, Google will analyze it. It will analyze it with pie chart. We know pie chart, so it's going to tell you, oh, people that like our teaching style, they are like this, they are this percentage, and people that does not like it is this percentage. People that like this and that is this percentage. So it will help you to make sharp analysis. Or do you want to get probably want to make a PE? So many things you can use your Google Forms to do. And amazing, another shock I want to tell you. Do you know that CBT exams can be done with Google Forms? Yes. Your computer test that you want your students to write, their scores, they will write, they will submit, and they will see their scores immediately or see their scores later, depending on your setting, can be done with Google Forms. Yes, as an educator, you ought to know how to use Google Forms very, very well. You can use it to set your CBT exams. You can use it to, instead of having the papers for new intakes, papers for teachers that you are recruiting and all that, everything can be done with Google Forms, and it remain permanently in your email. You can actually decide to save them on Google, on the spreadsheet, or save them in your email. The choice is yours. That is another wonderful tool from Google. Now the Google tool number 9 is a Google Calendar. People don't know that Google Calendar is actually a very handy tool when it comes to time management. When it comes to time management, Google Calendar is a very handy tool. Now, how do that Google Calendar helps you to, how you set your alarm? You can actually say, okay, this week on Monday, I have a meeting by 5 o'clock. When you set it and set a reminder, before depending on what, if you tell Google Calendar, remind me 10 minutes to the time, the alarm will just go up 10 minutes to the time, reminding you that you have a meeting. If you have a class by 12 noon, and you said this is remind me in 5 minutes time, it's going to remind you that you have class with SS2 students by 12 noon. So with this you can be able to manage your time effectively. With this, you can never miss a task, or that's a meeting or an arrangement with somebody. With this, meeting deadlines are so easy, because you are going, once you set up those things, this is a sample of Google Calendar set up. When you set, you can actually, this person added picture colors and all that to make it look beautiful. So when you set up this, Google Calendar will help you to manage your time. It will help you to respond to things that you will have. So I did not meet deadline for me to submit my lesson note is by 4 p.m. You will not miss any deadline again if you use Google Calendar. You will not miss anything, meeting, engagement, even to celebrate your children's birthday. There was a time when we started celebrating children's birthday on daily basis. So what we do now is what we set out our Google Forms. Their parents filled their birthdays and all that. Now we set these birthdays using our Google Calendar, the administrators. We set these birthdays. So by 6 a.m. every day, whenever we have, so like tomorrow is 27th, right? So let me say Kara's birthday is 27 January. By 6 a.m., alarm will go up telling me that today is Kara's birthday. Have you seen it? So when what I do is to go to our social media platforms, WhatsApp and all that, and celebrate Kara. It's amazing. You don't need to miss any other thing again using Google Calendar. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's one of the handy tools that educators can use to make their work easy. You will not miss anything. So no student, no parent will complain, oh, you have forgotten my child's birthday, because we are human beings. We are bound to forget. But using these tools will help us to discharge our duties professionally. All right, so the Google number 10 we are using is YouTube. I know you don't know that YouTube is a Google tool. It's amazing. Yes, YouTube is a Google tool. We are so many in the group, and I decided to use Google YouTube. YouTube now has the capacity to take up to 400 of us in this live streaming. Yes, YouTube has that capacity. Now you, as an educator, you can create a YouTube channel, and like unlike others who to run around looking for people to subscribe, you don't need that. Why? I have parents in my class. I am a year 4 teacher. For example, I have parents in my class. I teach. I make a video of my lessons and all that, and I post it in my YouTube channel. I just send the link to our WhatsApp group, say that, oh, this lesson has been taught in the class, but for emphasis sake, for repetition, for children to assimilate better, let them watch it. Now the children are having the fun of watching, and they are learning. Now as they are watching, my view time is increasing. Now what I need to tell the parents is just for them to subscribe. So when I post videos like this, it will send them a signal that, oh, Mrs. Lawaja has posted another video for my child to learn. Have you seen it? So as an educator, you have upper hand using YouTube. Now you use when you post your videos on YouTube, they are saved, they are there. Parents can go there, watch it as many, that is children can go there, watch it as many as possible. You have subscriber, because I teach year 4 this year. I have, let's say, 25, 30 in my class, depending. Next year I have another class. So before, within 3-4 years, I must have gotten the number of subscribers I need. Or even within, before then, in a year. Do you know, if I make, like, for example, if I decide to make just 10 videos for a term, a week, just a video, and this my video is my trend, the children can watch it more than 2-3 times. Now I have gotten 10 videos. Now you multiply it over a year, and you just have so many views and all that. One is a digital profile. Yes, if I'm looking for a work in the school and they say, oh, what class do you teach? I say I teach grade 4. Okay, how? You say, madam, no, this is my YouTube channel link. Just go and watch how my class is a digital profile. Only that alone will just give you the job. So the person don't need to doubt, because you did not see him or her to prepare the video. That is one. Another thing is another source of income, because there is a number of views and subscribers you will have, and YouTube will start paying you. And when your children are watching your videos, YouTube is not limiting it to only the children in your class. It's not presenting it to other parents who wants such a lesson. For example, if I taught fraction and I posted the video of fraction in my YouTube channel, now another parent whose child is having problem, or any child that logs into YouTube looking for how to solve fraction, my video will pop up. So I'm not limited to the class I have, but the class I have is a starting point for me. So there are amazing things you can do with YouTube. And as an educator, you ought to start using this. Thank you, Google. So Google, thank you. Now that you have learned these Google tools for educators, what's next? That is the question you and I should ask ourselves. Now that we have learned all these Google tools, what's next? What else do we need to do? One is that how do you want to put these things you have learned into practice? You have gotten the use of these tools and all that, and what they can be used for. What's next? Do you want, now I am asking you, do you want to learn 25 more skills and software for educators? You answer that question within yourself. Do you want to learn how to use these tools practically? Do you want to learn how to use this Google Slides, Google Docs, and all, and how to create your YouTube channel, upload your videos, and all that? Do you want to learn how to do them practically? Is your up to you to answer that one. And then you want to become a tech savvy teacher. Do you want to become a tech savvy teacher who can use these skills to transform first your life and your career? You can leverage on all these skills, and you will stop complaining. You will not be after how much a school owner is paying and how much is not paying, because you have another amazing source of income. So you are seeing going to school as, maybe, yes, is a foundation for you to explore, for you to do whatever thing you want to do. Do you want to learn how to get new clients? Oh, I don't know how to get clients. I don't know how to get parents that will, if I want to start teaching online, how do I get parents? If I want to do this, how do I get parents and clients? Then I am presenting to you Tech in Teaching Academy. Yes, Tech in Teaching Academy is an online school that runs for 20 days, where African teachers like you and I learn 25 plus. We teach these Google skills, these Google tools, we teach them, and other softwares and skills that you need as a 21st century teacher. If you want to become a remote teacher, we teach and set you up for remote teaching. You just want to upscale so that your employability level will increase. We teach you and set you up for this. So what do you want? Whatever you want is loaded in Tech in Teaching Academy. These are the list of trainings that we do in Tech in Teaching Academy, and we are having a new cohort that is starting on February 8th. Tech in Teaching Academy has run 5 cohorts, so the 6th one now is starting on February 8th. Is going to last through February 28th. Is a 20 days online teaching with practical videos that you have access to for 12 good months. Oh yes, and Tech in Teaching has trained more than 250 educators since inception by August. And one amazing Tech in Teaching Academy is that our training is relatable. The results are what you can do. And when you look at the price, we are charging for this cohort. We are charging 5,000 naira. Is what we just charge. When you look at it compared to whatever you have online, every other online school and all that, Tech in Teaching is very, very pocket friendly. Why? Because we are teachers and we know what the people that we are enrolling are teachers as well. But if you are coming because you are here and you have joined because you have learned how these 10 Google tools for a way of we saying thank you for believing in us. You didn't know us previously, you just see our advert and you decided to come and learn. It's amazing. The show of love was so massive that my mind blew. Having 400 people responding within in less than 2 weeks is very, very amazing. So for everybody coming through this platform, I am just going to give you the offer for just 3,000 naira. But the offer is not going to last for so long because people paying. I will show you receipts of people paying. The previous set we collected 4,000 naira, but because we have added Facebook and Instagram ads, how to write proposals and negotiation skills, that you so any job you go for, you will get it. Is where you get it with a high skill. And we have even added another thing, how to create a YouTube channel and upload your videos and all that. So we made this thing, the training, 5,000 naira now. But for anybody coming through this platform, you're just going to pay 3,000 naira, and it just open for just 72 hours, and we will shut the window down. Now if you have more questions, more things, I'm going to upload more things about Tech in Teaching Academy in the platform so that you can read more or you have more concerns. You can see private chats me. The WhatsApp group is locked because of scammers. I just opened it in less than around some minutes past 7. Before I say Jack, somebody have dropped so manner of things. I don't know. Human beings, we are so difficult to deal with. So thank you. This is me saying thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Please, if you have questions, concerns, you can just send it to me. I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you so much.